We're good to go. All right. All right. Hey guys. This is my first official video on my YouTube channel. And yeah, this is, I try to plan it, but I think the best way to do this is really just to do it unplanned, really. Because I've been wanting to do this for a while now, but things are not going, falling in line for me to do it. So I just thought, you know what, just get on here and freestyle it as best as possible. I really just wanted to come on here to really break the ice and to get the ball rolling, isn't it? So, I believe this first video will serve primarily as a starting point for myself, something I can look back 2 years later and really just measure my growth as an individual who is pursuing what God has called him to pursue. This channel will be discussing or talking about various topics, but from a kingdom perspective. And I believe that my hope is that as I am growing, I can help you grow along with me. I believe that you really only need to be one step in front of someone in order to bring that person to where you are. And I guess my goal with this channel is really to, for me to be a source of encouragement to you, or a source of inspiration to you, to basically help you to understand your kingdom identity, and how understanding your kingdom identity will help you to, pursue the extraordinary thing that God has for you to do on this earth, to pursue that with passion. Because I believe that God has called us to do extraordinary things here on earth. He didn't just, put us here to be mediocre, but rather to do things that are extraordinary. And I believe, starting this YouTube channel is one of those extraordinary things that I believe God is calling me to do in this season of my life. And, so I hope that as I am experiencing life and growing and trying to become a better version of myself and really just developing myself, I'm hoping to take you on that journey, that, so that I'm not just teaching you from head knowledge, but also kind of bringing my own personal life into this, and hopefully, build a community where we can be accountable to each other. I guess not to make this video too long, if there's anything that I might give that might be of value to you in this video, is really that if you have any dreams, if you have any goals, if you have any visions or any ideas that you feel that God has placed in your heart, my best advice is really just to get started, just like I'm doing right now. And what I mean by that is that a lot of us want to wait for the perfect time, but really the perfect time doesn't exist. One of my greatest teachers, or my favorite teachers, said that, a lot of people who had great ideas have now gone to the grave with them because they were either too afraid or they were waiting for the perfect time to bring that idea into the world. But as you know, tomorrow is not promised, isn't it? I love this saying that says that, yesterday was the best time to start, but today is the next best time to start, because tomorrow is not promised. If you have anything that in your heart that that God is calling you to, even though you feel like it's insignificant, just start it, plant it into the world, and see, the harvest that you reap in the future because you planted that idea. And I want to assure you that yes, it's gonna be uncomfortable. I mean, right now, doing this is uncomfortable to me. It seems a bit weird, it seems a bit awkward. I might look a bit awkward on the camera, my breathing is out of sync, and yeah, I might just be rambling on, isn't it? But you have to understand that the beginning of everything, or the start of a thing, can never be as great as the end of that thing. And I think we have to start developing that mindset that, it's better for me to start than regretting me not even trying in the first place, isn't it? Because imagine if God told you to start something in this season and then you delayed obeying that voice, and then in the next season or in another time you see someone else doing exactly what God has told you to do, at that point you're going to feel a lot of regret. You're going to feel bad because you tell yourself that, I could have done this thing that God told me to time ago, and this could have been the outcome if I had just obeyed that voice. And so yes, it's going to get uncomfortable. I always say that, as much as we love our the comfort zone will eventually become uncomfortable, because there's so much that God has placed inside of us, inside of you, that he needs you to release. That if you stay and play it safe within the comfort zone, eventually it will become uncomfortable anyway. So you might as well speed up the process of doing the uncomfortable things or becoming uncomfortable, so that you can reap a great reward in the future. You just never know what you could accomplish with that small or insignificant idea you think that might be insignificant. And I guess I will finish with this. It's really just, I think a lot of us don't also want to, are afraid to start something because of the fear of what people might think, or the fear of failure. And I'll say this, that failure shouldn't be something that we're afraid of. The pain of regret of not trying is worse than the pain of failure when you do try, because at least when you do fail, you can always there's always an opportunity for you to learn something, or to learn something, or unlearn something, or relearn, or to reevaluate something, because I believe failure presents opportunities for us to really grow and to become better versions of ourselves. So embrace failure. Don't be afraid of failing because you're starting this venture or this idea. Again, let us remember that the beginning of something can never be as great as the end of something. Always have the end goal in mind. Always have, that vision, that destination in mind, and understand that, as you're going towards that destination, don't worry too much about what you encounter along the road, because the roadblocks or difficulties that you might encounter along the road is just giving you an opportunity to grow and to become a better version of yourself. I think that's it for me anyways. I don't know what else to say. My name is Joshua Adefila. This is my introductory YouTube video, and stay tuned if you want to go on this journey with me and really start looking at things from a kingdom perspective. God bless you.